Hello and welcome back. We are attempting to build a steel furnace self-contained build. We're almost there. The next thing to do is to put down the final part of the build, which is 2 green circuit builds and 12 iron smelters. Now, this green circuit build, nothing particularly wrong with it. Direct insert, all the beacons are offset, which we're going to address now because I want it to fit into this other build. Okay, so that's nicely there. The problem is, at some point the stride of this hits up against the stride of the other builds and it doesn't work out well. Anyway, that's the compacted version of the green circuit build. The issue is this overhangs with this 2 tiles out to the side. These overhang 2 that side and 1 that side. So it's like a sort of male to female adapter type thing going on here. We need to fit 2 of these into this build, and we need to do it in a way that allows us to fit 12 iron smelters around. Right, so let's grab a blueprint. And we will give this these icons. Okay. There we go. Now it's a 10 beacon build. We may find out that this is insufficient red circuit production for this, but we will only discover this by actually running the build, unfortunately. Right, so if we had 2 of these, so somewhere along here and somewhere along here, and then we had these 12 smelters, what would that look like? Okay, so we could pull up that. Okay, now the issue becomes how to fit some of these on the other side. And this is fine for now. But in a minute we need to put another green build down here. And we don't have another tile. You see what I mean? We don't have an extra tile around this build. So it means we don't get full beacon coverage, which is a problem. Okay. So we need 19 green circuits for the fill build. We are doing a 1/3 build, but this is only 1/2 of it, so we're doing a 1/6 build. And it reckons we need 3 and a bit machines. Okay, so I think we may be okay with something out of stride. We're going to have to build this and run it and see, basically. Right, is there any... No, there's no light at the end of the tunnel this side either. Okay, let's just find two good places to put this. And then we're just going to have to live with things basically not quite lining up. And then maybe things we can do more generally to help. All right, so if this was roughly there, for example, we'd be able to fit 4 smelters to the right of that comfortably. Okay. So let's take a blueprint of that. Okay, so that's 4. Then we need 12 in total, so we could put another 4 smelters here. Okay, that's all good so far. Then we put another green build. Now, this is where things get tricky. Right, and this is where the beacon coverage isn't good. So I need this to be there, basically. And that means, ideally, we would shift this entire row 1 beacon to the right. However, if we do that, will anything break? Let's try it. It might be okay. Okay, so this is what we need to shift. Okay. So this still has 14, this has 14, this is 14, 14, 16, 14, 16, 14. Okay, I think we have maintained full coverage. Yeah, I think we've maintained full beacon coverage. Okay, this is rather tricky. Okay, so we have 4, 4. We need 4 more iron smelters. Let's double check these are iron smelters. Good. Yeah, so that's it. So, in principle, that is our half build. Okay. So, let's take away these beacons we were using as markers. Take away that, because we can fix that later. Take away this. We don't need any of this anymore. And frankly, if something's wrong, we can't fix it. Okay. I'm going to fake in fluids there. Of course, this needs addressing at some point. There we are, we've got petroleum coming in. Then let's find out where the ports need to be. Okay, so that's up to the edge there, up to the edge there. Okay, that's one of these ones where that's overhanging by 2 that side. It's exactly on that side. There we are. So then we need substation coverage, which means taking out a couple of these port. Yeah, a couple of these drone ports need to go. There we are. Okay, this one's a bit of a doozy. There we are. So it's not absolutely perfect, but it's a build. Okay, so for this to work, we need to bring in coal, iron ore, and copper ore. Okay, we're going to have 4 tracks, basically. So we would have coal, iron ore, copper ore, and we would have... can't put it that close because I can't get a train station on. I could get a train station on if I ran half the rails left to right and half them right to left. That may be worth doing later. I don't think it's worth doing now. Okay, so this is basically what we have. Let's grab this. Okay, so then that would go down there. Okay, and I think it's time to move our defenses further out. Okay. All the guns have been silent for a while. Right, so let's put the other half of this down. Okay, so let's try and tidy all of this up because it's pretty raggedy. Okay, so basically we are 1 width off here from being neat. Okay. Let's look from the map. So that looks all right, doesn't it? That's not too hideous. Okay. We don't need both of these. We do need all of the petroleum. And the next thing is to supply some materials. First thing, request the chests. So 1, 2, 3, 4 requests for furnaces. And this would be 2,000 to a carriage. So that's the size request we would be working with in real life. Right, then providers. Okay, so we have 3 things we're providing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I haven't calculated what we need yet. All right, we're going to request a stack of coal. There we are. Because then I think I can just right-click it into the boxes. Then we need, we need stone. This is starting to look like something a bit more messy. We need iron ore. Okay, and we need copper. So let's take this. We need to move it down 1. Without taking out that rail. Yep, got creative mode stuff as well. Okay, so that needs to go there. Okay, so then we need copper ore. That's the last one. Okay, now the whole thing isn't bridged for power. There's a single square gap in the middle, which is unfortunate. Right, let's just bridge it with some power poles for now. We'll do the same the other side just to make sure. There we are. The whole thing's going to need a radar. And this almost certainly is not enough. Right, so we can request in the logistics some Logibots. Okay. That's some Logibots. They are all busy. Put some more out. Okay. We're still at the initial flying out and getting stuck stage. Just as everything buffers up. Is it getting past the buffering up stage? Right, we have some recharge halos. Let's give it a moment. We might have some. Yeah, we're over the bump. Things are starting to roost, which means the other things will recharge and then fly off. Okay, so we're getting there, and we have lots and lots of things that are red. So that may be requests set incorrectly, Or it may be the build is just completely wrong. Let's find out. Okay. So 2 of the smelters didn't have any material in them. We are apparently very badly ratioed. Right, and it has stopped. Okay, what's it stopped on? So these are not requesting engines. Let's try again. Yeah, that's definitely requesting engines. These red circuit builders are requesting various. They're not getting green circuits or coils. These coil machines are requesting copper. And where have the copper smelters gone? We forgot to put the copper smelters in. Okay. How did that happen? Well, just shuffling the build around, we lost them. Alright, so this is a fairly major fix we need. It did say that we were well over on iron. Yeah, so it reckons we're 12 machines extra on iron. So, and there should be 23 copper smelters. Okay, we have just completely misbuilt this. We're going to stop here. I'm going to go away and have a bit of a cry. And we will come back another day when we have figured out how to fit 23 copper smelters in and lose 12 of our iron smelters. Yeah, so we only needed 6 iron smelters, we got 12, and we need loads and loads of copper. So we'll come back another time when I've figured out how to do that. All right, well, on that bombshell, thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and they too can laugh along as I build the wrong thing. Till then, thanks very much, and bye-bye.